What's up, guys? Gio here. Hope you're doing good. Hope everything is fine. And today, just a quick video on back and how I build a big back. And I will also show you videos of it, as always, and just tell you a little bit about how and why I do the movements, how I do them. And the link for a typical back workout will be in the description down below, so you can kind of get a feel and view for what I do during the week, which is basically pull-ups and rows mixed with high volume, higher reps, or weighted pull-ups, and the same for rows. Lower reps sometimes and higher reps sometimes for rows. I don't do too much volume on rows, or not always. So like I said, kind of an overview of a typical back workout during the week is in the link in the description. And since I train full body every day, it is also back every day. And like I said, bit of a higher volume, nothing to failure. And yeah, I mean, higher volume mixed with also a bit of heavier weight. Heavier weights are not truly that often in the week, but yeah, I mean, that is what I did for back since years. And those are the two movements that I like: neutral grip pull-ups and one arm dumbbell rows, sometimes two arms. Of course, sometimes you may do underhand grip that I like. I like those. I like neutral grip, like not too wide, because I kind of feel it is more, for me, it feels like more on the rear delt. But yeah, I mean, neutral grip, underhand sometimes, but most of the time, I mean, like pull-ups, but most of the times I like neutral grip. I like kind of like this more than this. But yeah, I mean, that is just the two exercises that I like doing. Oh, and pullovers sometimes also are quite good. I mean, I will maybe do a video on any muscle group that I like. I mean, I will just share here anyway what I will do for the next however years until I'm 60, 70, 80, whatever. I don't know. I will just transmit here what I feel and do, and hopefully you can find for you what works for you also. Or trying my things, and maybe you find things there that work for you or you like, whatever. I will just show you what I did for my back and what I like doing for my back, which are same as all the other muscle groups. 1 or 2 exercises daily, and that is what I just like to do, and that is how I build my muscles, not only the back. For now. So anyway, I guess let's just get into the two movements, and yeah, enjoy the clips. So, onto the first exercise, neutral grip pull-ups. As you can see, I'm not going all the way down or all the way up, and I lean back a bit just because I feel it in my lats more if I just lean back a bit and like stretch my lat until I feel it is into the maximum stretch, and I go up until I feel the contraction to its maximum. Not more down and not more up, just because the range of motion externally allows it, but just how I feel my lat moving. Like, I don't even think about any kind of form. I just think about how my lats stretch and contractions all the time in a continuous rhythmic motion, and not in a kind of a strict controlled way, because I just want to pressure and feel the lat moving, and that is how and why I do the movement like this, because it emerges from within and not just pressing form upon me, if that makes sense. Yeah. And so on to the next exercise, which is one arm dumbbell rows. And on this one, I make sure my back is straight and not rounded down or too much up. And as you can see, maybe before I start the movement, I kind of click in my lat and back before I start adding some motion to it. It is maybe quite kind of subtle, but I hope you can see what I mean. And the only thing I'm making sure here is on the pull-ups, I just go down as much as I feel the stretch on my lats and the contraction on my back. The same applies here, not just down and up like how the external range allows me, but how much does my lat stretch and contract. And that is kind of the motion that emerges from that, from my internal intent, if that makes sense, because I want to work my upper back and my lat here. So that is the only thing I am concerned about, and keeping it under tension and moving it, like constantly pressuring it. And this way it is kind of easy for me. So it looks fast, but in my mind it's not really that fast. Like in my mind or in my body, I only feel the lat like stretching, contracting without pause, and not just thinking about controlling something or about form. I'm not thinking about form. I'm thinking about working my lat and working my back and about nothing else. I'm in the moment, I'm in the rhythm, I'm in the groove, and I'm pumping my back up. That is what I'm thinking about. Of course, if I would move heavier weight, it may even look fast also when I'm using heavier weight, but even with heavier weight, it will be controlled. This is controlled for me because there's lighter weight for me, if that makes sense. So anyway, those are the two movements that I like to do for my back and that I'm doing since years for my back. And it's just, I found those two, like, I just like them. And sometimes I do other movements, but yeah, most of the time it's these two, like I would say 95% of the time. So I guess that's it. Thank you a lot for watching. Thank you for listening. Hope that was helpful. Love you all. And yeah, see you on the next video. Bye bye.